Hytale just dropped a couple minutes ago, so I'll show you how to create a server, but there are a couple of things that I have to clear out before we continue. So first of all, you are required to buy a game. Without a game, you cannot, and I mean really cannot, install the server. You need to have Linux container, virtual machine, VPS, or even barebone, whatever you prefer. If you don't know what this is, check out Hetzner, they're great. Next thing is we will use Linux, specifically Debian 13. You can also use Ubuntu and other Debian-based. There are a couple of things that you have to change. I'll show them. Another thing is the server needs at least 4 GB of RAM. If you don't have that, you won't be able to run it. In the description, I'll put all the commands and even auto-install script that I made yesterday. If it doesn't fail, you can skip the next part and just go straight to the configuration, testing, and a bit of networking. Both of them are simple, might take 2 minutes, not more. So first of all, let's connect to one of the servers. So root, and just put in your password. First thing that you have to do is update the system. So let's just get the latest thing, upgrade it. And I highly, and I mean highly recommend to reboot the system. Log back in. So now we have to install a couple of things. These are pretty much just so you can install it properly. We will also use new user named Hytale. It'll be a system user, it will have group. This will be the location and it won't have shell. This is just in case something goes wrong, like remote code execution or whatever happens in the early access, it won't affect your server. Next thing is we have to create the folder where the server files will be. And make sure that the folders are owned by root and Hytale. We also need to make sure that Hytale can read, write, and execute in that folder. Next thing is Java. Debian by default doesn't support Java 25 yet, so we will manually install it from the Adaptium. Firstly, just the GPG key, so we can connect to their repository. Let's add it to the apt. If you're using Ubuntu, you have to change this version here to Ubuntu. Let's update the package list. Now it will look at the Adaptium packages. And now we can install the Java 25. This one is recommended by the Hytale team, so just get it. It will take a second. It's quite big, so don't worry. Next thing is now the Hytale's downloader. Because this is a zip file, we have to unzip it. If you're running on a Raspberry Pi or ARM-based processor, then you will have to change this to ARM. But I'm using Intel's processor, so AMD 64, make it executable. Now we can run it and download the actual server. This will require authentication, so just copy this one up here. Do not click Ctrl+C. This will close the program. Make sure to approve. Verify that you're a human, and this should work. Give it a second for it to authorize. You will see that it starts to download. Look at it. It's 1.4 GB, it's not that big. Just give it some time. Okay, perfect. It's almost done. It just needs to validate checksum. Because this is again a zip file, we have to unzip it. The assets file take a little bit. Just give it some time. It's not that big of a deal. Now we have all the server files, we can remove the actual zip. Now next thing is service file. This is a file that will be used to auto restart server, to stop it, to start it, to see logs and so on. So just copy this thingy. It's a lot, I know, but just copy and paste it. Now let's reload the systemd and set this service file. It created some links, that's all good. Now the last thing that we have to do is actually set up firewall. If you have the firewall already set up, you can skip this part, but I highly recommend it to firstly deny incoming, allow outgoing, allow port 5520 on UDP, and just force enable it. Now let's log in as hytale user. And now we can run the server. There will be a lot of errors, warnings, info. As you can see, this is normal. Don't worry about it. If you go to the game and try to connect locally, I will get connection aborted error because there is no session token. How to fix this? Well, simply just run /out login device. This will get you a link. Make sure to copy it. Do not use Control-C because it will terminate the server. Go back to your browser and paste it in. Approve. Verify that it's you. And you will get authentication successful. Now the problem is this is currently only memory only. So next time you restart the server, you will have to do it again. This can be fixed with doing auth persistence encrypted. Oops, typo. Let's shut down the server. And let's do systemctl start hytale. To run status, you can see it is successful. I try to log back in, try again. It will connect me to the world. It's this simple. This is pretty much it. So now, if you're hosting this at your house, let's say you have a home lab, or you're hosting on your own computer, you'll have to do one more thing, which is called port forwarding. The easiest thing that you can do is write IPA, and you get some information. This is running on this IP, 192.168.0.11. Remember this. Now go to your browser of your choice, it doesn't matter, and paste this IP in. However, you will change the last digit to 1. This will open your router's settings. Log in and go to Advanced tab. Each one has different way to configure this, so you will have to Google it yourself. In my example, I have under Advanced, NAT forwarding, port forwarding. Here you have to add a rule. Just name it hytale, device IP, which is the IP of the server that you're running on, your local IP, and set the external and internal port to 5520. And make sure it's set to UDP. Save. Once that's complete, you can go on Google and say, what is my IP? It will give you your IP, so just send that to your friend and they can connect to your server. Hope you like this, enjoyed it, and peace.